Alright, it's time to show my friend Tyler how to fiberglass 90-degree brackets. He's doing this for seats in his boat. So right here on my table I've got all the supplies you're going to need out. What I've got is right here I've got pre-mixed PVA and water. I have distilled water. I have PVA undiluted. I have some GP resin poured out into a cup. I have an empty cup and we're going to mark this. I have the GP resin, a screwdriver to open it, a marker to mark my cup, the syringe, the catalyst, the syringe we're using to measure the catalyst. I have a mixing stick, a brush, a spray gun with PVA loaded already. I have my measuring cup, and I already have 6 ounces pre-measured of water in there. And I got acetone bucket and another acetone. This is dirty acetone, this is clean acetone, and then my acetone that's new. So to start off, we have our mold here, and what we've got is we've got a 90-degree piece of sheet metal or angle iron, and we're just going to put mold release on there and then make our part right on that. So first we're going to take our PVA and spray our mold, and we're just going to do a real thin layer. This is going to dry really fast because I'm outside. Now I'm going to show you how to prepare all this kind of stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up my clean acetone jar. So I got my new acetone, I got the new jar, and use that for cleaning off. There is one other thing you need. It's a laminating roller. I'll grab it in a second. Alright, now I can put this away. I'll grab the laminating roller. Alright, there we go. Laminating roller. Alright, next thing is we're going to measure out how much resin we want, and like I said, I already pre-measured out 6 ounces. This is regular tap water. I'm going to take my empty cup, pour the tap water into it, and then I'm going to use my marker to mark the water line. And then I'm just going to take my water and dump it out. And then you're going to dry this cup out with either a towel or whatever. And looks like my first layer of PVA is dry, so we're going to go and spray this again. Do another layer. Alright, that should be going. Alright, so there's my line. That would be 6 ounces of resin. I already have some resin poured out. We'll see if this is enough. And it is just almost exact 6 ounces. So I'm going to put my resin, because it's temperature sensitive, away. Alright. So now you've got your resin out. You're going to need to catalyze it before you work with it. We're not ready yet because we still need to get our mold. Our mold has already dried the second layer of PVA, so we're going to do our third layer here. Alright, so how do you mix up PVA for your spray gun? You're going to take the regular undiluted PVA. You're going to take an empty 1 gallon jug. You're going to put it in there. And then I do about 50 to 70% of distilled water to PVA. It makes it a little thinner, but it does spray a little easier. You have to do more sprays, more layers. But I've done several jobs, and my molds always pull apart real clean. So several layers really saves you a lot of time and a lot of energy in the long run. Alright, just mix it, and we're going to do another spray layer really quick. Alright, so we'll go ahead and show you how to take your gun. I got this gun at Harbor Freight. It cost me $20. It's worked really great. I've used it for probably about 50 jobs so far. Just turn that, twist, lift off, and take your PVA here. This is your mixed PVA with water. Put it into your gun. Voila, ready to spray. Now, I'm out here in the Arizona sun. It's really hot today. My mold and PVA are drying very fast. It's probably about 100 to 110 degrees right now. So there's like my 4th layer, I believe. Alright. That demonstrates how to make the PVA sprayable, or more sprayable. You could actually spray it in its undiluted form, but it goes a lot further when you do dilute it down with water. Alright. And we have our clean acetone. I'm going to go and put its... oh, I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is, its lid. I'm going to put its lid on it for right now since we're not using it. I'm going to go ahead and put our marker away since we've marked that. And we don't need our screwdriver because I already had the resin poured out. Alright. So, I do believe this is my 5th layer of PVA. My metal is getting pretty shiny. It's kind of glossy, but it's dry. Make sure not to touch your mold while you're doing this. If you put a fingerprint or whatever, it's going to show up in your part. You don't want that. So we're going to do a heavy coat right here. I can go real heavy because it's metal and it's in the sun. That's not always the case. Alright. Now, we got our fiberglass. This is what it's going to come to you in. A big sheet. Here's my little pre-cut out. You're just going to take scissors and cut out material. Now for your 90-degree thing, I would do 3 layers of 2 ounce. This is 2 ounce. This that I'm cutting is 1.5 ounces, so I'm going to just do 3 layers. It's going to be 1 layer of 2 ounce and 2 layers of 1.5 ounces. Alright. So that's pretty easy. Just cut it with regular scissors. You can hold it normal. You also need gloves, not on the table. So you're going to need gloves once you catalyze or even get near the catalyst. You need to have gloves on. So we got our material. We have that thick coat on our mold. Still looks a little wet, so I'm going to get the gloves on, then do a final coat. These are just regular latex gloves. And put these on. Now, on catalyzing your resin, you're going to go with the chart on the StickyStuffSales.com website. You're going to put in how much resin you have. We have 6 ounces. And what the temperature of the surface that you'll be laying up on. Like I said, ours is metal. It's going to be around 100 degrees to 110. So I've already went on the website, put in 6 ounces. And you can see it's right there on my cup. It's 1.33 cc's. And that's for the temperature between 100 and 110. So, before that, let's do our last heavy layer of PVA. So I did a heavy layer for 5, and then this is my final layer. It's going to be heavy again. Alright, so that's my final layer of PVA. Now I'm going to take my PVA and put it inside. It's too hot. Alright. Our final layer of PVA is going to dry. It's going to dry in about 2 minutes. No, probably dry in like about 30 seconds to a minute in this heat. But, so now we've got our resin. We're going to go according to the website.